Message.
What's good, humans? Everyone out there in YouTube land. It's that fantasy guy back with another video, and this is another mailbag episode number 4. Let's get into this question. So the first mailbag question I have is Drake, Kenyon Drake, or Tevin Coleman? And I got to tell you guys, this one is a very hard one because their ADP is back to back pretty much. Tevin Coleman is going as the 28th running back off the board, and Kenyon Drake going as the 29th running back off the board. Now, I feel some type of way about Tevin Coleman. I feel like Kenyon Drake is clear cut the better running back, but Tevin Coleman is in the better offense. Drake is the better running back. Tevin Coleman in the better offense. But Tevin Coleman is in a committee. He will be splitting carries. But it seems like the Dolphins hate Drake. I swear it seems like they hate Drake. They never seem to want to give him the starting role with all the volume. I don't know what this man done. I don't know if he's just an ass behind the scenes. I don't know if he smashed someone's wife. But the organization seems to not like Drake, and which makes this hard. To me, Tevin Coleman showed me everything he had to show me, to be honest with you. Last season, when Devontae Freeman was injured and he wasn't able to make any use of the extra touches he was getting. We just thought Tevin Coleman was just going to be, he lost himself a lot of money by not showing up. It was ridiculous. And Drake, the organization seemed like that's the only thing holding us back. I'm even hearing that Balaj is getting a lot of first team reps, and which, confuses me. So I don't know what to say. I think the safer option is Coleman. If you're going for upsides, then go Drake. Next question. Okay, so the next question is, who is your first overall pick? And if everyone was healthy, everyone was ready to start week 1, this would be easy for me to say Ezekiel Elliott. I just feel like Ezekiel didn't do as well as he could have did last year. And there was a lot of touchdowns that was left on the table that he is bound to make up for this year. And it seems like on the Cowboys, everything should be clicking. And it's set up for Ezekiel Elliott to have an amazing season to me. But Ezekiel Elliott is going through contract discussions and is currently holding out, which makes me nervous. I more so think Ezekiel Elliott is going to get a deal worked out before Melvin Gordon, but Jerry Jones seems to be trying to play little games. Like lately, he has been saying that we don't need a running back. This is his second time joking about we don't really need a running back, which translates over to Zeke. We don't need you, Zeke. And that can feel a little bit disrespectful. So, with that, as the season gets closer and closer, I'm just going to have to switch it to the safe pick, which is Christian McCaffrey. I would rather just play it safe. I don't think it's going to be that huge of a difference where it hurts me not getting Zeke. I'd rather the safety of Christian McCaffrey, not only being able to run the ball, but being able to catch. So that's where I'll go. I understand the people that might choose Barkley. He is an amazing talent. I just don't know how well the offense will be firing at different parts of their cylinders because of the situation. You have a bad quarterback play, bad wide receiver play. I just think it's a better situation for Christian McCaffrey to do better this year. So that's who I'm going with by number one. Next question. Next question. Damian Williams or Leonard Fournette? Man, you guys are definitely making sure the questions are hard today because Damian Williams is going off the board at the 12th running back, and Leonard Fournette is coming off the board at the 14th. So the ADPs are not that far apart. But Damian Williams is in a great offense. I just don't trust Damian Williams. I personally feel like Hyde is better than Damian Williams. There's a lot of people that don't like Hyde. Damian Williams would have never even got the opportunity if it wasn't for an injury and incident that happened that caused for Kareem Hunt release. He would have never been starting. I believe that he made the most of his opportunity, but he doesn't have the draft capital. We haven't even seen him play a whole season. It's like, if Damian Williams, if you can guarantee me that Damian Williams will play this whole season, I think he have more upside than Fournette. But I believe Fournette is the safer pick. Fournette, there is no one challenging Fournette whatsoever. While Hyde been getting a lot of first team reps, and you hear Andy Reid talk about maybe splitting carries and going with a committee. I don't know if he's saying that just to mess with Damian Williams or he's telling the truth. But there is no one on the team that would be able to take Fournette job. And they run the ball. That's all they want to do is run the ball. It's overkill how they run the ball. So I'm going with Fournette. A lot of people is off Fournette because of last year. He had a bad year, folks. He had a bad year. He missed a lot of the season. 2007, this guy finished 8th. He finished 8th in overall running backs. But last season, if you count weeks 10 to 16, and he missed week 11. That was the only weeks he pretty much played consistent. 10 to 16, he was 12th overall in running backs. Now, that's not much, but I'm just saying I think he just had a bad season. And I believe the Jaguars are willing to run this man to the ground. And you've seen it before. So as long as he's on the field, they're going to give him all the work, give him all the carries, and run him to the ground. If you're just if you want to swing for upsides, I believe Damian Williams is the play. But if you want consistency and probably more so of a safer bet, I would go with Leonard Fournette. And I believe, if he have another good season, Fournette will be right back in the first round next year getting drafted. Next question. The next question is Samuel or Snell a better pickup for, quote unquote, if an injury happens to Connor in Pittsburgh? And I'm not big on picking up backups. Like, I'm not, you would have to really feel some type of way in your heart that there may be an issue with your starter to roster a backup on your short bench in a redraft league. In Dynasty, of course, I'm all for having your backup. If you're able to get your backup the team, great, makes you feel comfortable. But in redraft league where the benches are maybe 6 or 7 at the deepest, I don't think having backups is, effective. You could be wasting a bench spot. Um, I believe if you have a risky play like maybe Damian Williams, it's good to go ahead and tie up someone like Hyde. But someone like Connor, who should be getting all the work, unless you're really afraid that he's going to get hurt or you view him as being injury prone, I really wouldn't be going trying to get his backup. But if you was to choose a backup, it'd definitely be Samuel. I have no faith in Benny Snell. No faith whatsoever in Benny Snell. He runs a 4.66. His tape doesn't look impressive. I haven't seen anything impressive during the preseason. Samuel has came in and done well. I do hear rumors that he's not a great blocker whatsoever, but he's dynamic. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball very well. So I'm going to go with Samuels. Let's move it along. Next question. I'm in a PPR keeper league. I ended up with Saquon and McCaffrey. Who do I keep? Draft is coming up and I'm still unsure. Man, it must be a wonderful problem to have. It must be a wonderful problem to have both of them guys on your team. Did you win the championship? That's all I want to know. Because them two guys should have dragged you into the playoff, deep into the playoff. They should have. There's no reason they shouldn't have. So let's go into for 4-point PPR, Barkley and McCaffrey averaged the same amount of points. 24.1. So they was tied, averaging the same amount of points. In total points, Barkley scored 0.3 more than McCaffrey. Now, the question is, are you just worried about what's going to happen the next season, this upcoming season? Because I believe Christian McCaffrey is going to have a better season than Barkley, and that's only because of it's supposed to be a quarterback change. If there is no quarterback change, then I would go Barkley. I just believe he's a transcendent talent. He's just so talented. And who knows, maybe because of the lack of wide receivers, maybe Barkley would be targeted more. I would tell you the safer pick is Christian McCaffrey, but the bigger talent is Saquon Barkley. I won't lead you either way, but if you're safe, go McCaffrey. If you bold, go Barkley, because guess what? If you keep Barkley, then you can keep him the year after that, and after that until there's someone better. So there's your answer. All right, my last question is: should I trade Josh Jacobs and O.J. Howard for Marlon Mack and George Kittle? And at first, it kind of just jumps at you because the biggest name on here is George Kittle. It's like, I got a chance to get Kittle, but look, if this was a question for Dynasty, I think this trade is very close. You don't know what Job Jacobson is going to be, and you don't know how long Marlon Mack is going to get chances with the Colts. I believe if Marlon Mack have a bad year, they may be drafting one of the many running backs that's coming in the draft next year to replace him. O.J. Howard is a very, very nice prospect coming out of college, and he looks like he's going to be amazing. It looks like he should ascend to Kittle's level this upcoming season. He has some breakout games. So in Dynasty, this trade is very close. It probably just depends on how much you believe in the running backs. But for redraft, I think it's an easy decision. And of course, I'm going to go with the George Kittle side because if Marlon Mack can produce like he did last year, even if some of his production drop a little, I can deal with it because I don't know what I'm getting with Josh Jacobs. I don't know how Josh Jacobs is going to do, but I do know the Raiders offense is not going to be good. That's one thing I do know. I know OJ Howard offense should be good. The defense is going to be horrible, so they're going to be in a lot of negative scripts games, and therefore he's going to get even more targets. But we know what we're getting with Kittle. We know what we're getting with Mac, and I'd rather the known commodities than the unknown. We don't know if OJ Howard is going to take that leap. We don't know exactly what Josh Jacobs is going to do. So, of course, it's with the Kittle side. Anyway, folks, I appreciate you listening to the end. Always would like to hear your comments. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I'm out. Till next time.